Rolling. Hey everybody, my name is Dave Good. I teach people how to play the saxophone. This is lesson number 1 in a 3-part series called the Tone Workshop. Tone, T-O-N-E. Tone is, I've said it before and I'll say it again, kind of like the holy grail of all saxophone players. And what I'm about to present in the next 3 sessions is for the intermediate or advanced intermediate or even advanced player who's having some just stuck with tone. All right, just stuck with tone issues. You're not really digging what's come out of your horn. Maybe there's something that you're reaching for that you're not quite getting there. We'll have some fundamental exercises that you may not have heard about that will help you out. This is not really designed for the first timer who's just peeled that saxophone out of the case and is looking at it and wondering, hey, what do I do with all this stuff? That's for the province of a live lesson. If you're brand new at saxophone, buy yourself a month of lessons or more and sit down with someone who will guide you through how to turn that noise that's going to come out of this horn into tone, sound and tone. For the rest of you, where was I going with this? Let's get back into this session here. So we're going to work on your tone. And it doesn't matter if you're playing alto, soprano, I've got the tenor out today, baritone sax, whichever saxophone, and genre doesn't matter either. It doesn't matter if you're a jazz player, jazz head, pop, funk, smooth jazz, gospel, urban, just throw a dart and pick your genre, okay? Doesn't matter. All these tone exercises will help you to make better tone. Now, you don't need a better mouthpiece. You might be asking, what mouthpiece am I using? That's a great question. I'm using a Rico Graftonite. Graftonite, right? It's plastic. But I happen to love this. I've had mouthpieces that cost over $1,000. I've had I've just gone through the range of mouthpieces. I've had a drawer full of them, and I tend to give them away to students. I've got this one and a Metalite. These are $25 maybe, $30 delivered. It works for me. It may not work for you. I'm a rhythm and blues and probably funk and blues player. I think like a jazz player, but I play rhythm and blues and funk. Now the reed I'm using is, you notice that little number. I number my reeds too because I rotate them. Whole different lesson. But I'm using plastic covers. I like plastic covers for the resistance that they give me. I don't like full synthetic reeds. Been there, done that. They just don't work for me. But I've heard people blow on them and they absolutely sound wonderful. I'm not disparaging synthetic reeds. They just don't work for me. What works for me isn't going to work for you. You got to find out what works for you. But I'm here to guide you through this step. Now today, what we're going to do in this very first lesson is just use the buzzer. All right. Oh, you notice my fancy ligature too. It was off the shelf, I think $7. I'm just not a gearhead, and it just doesn't matter what you have. It's all here, and it's all your air, and it's in your head. Who you listen to, what you listen to, and how you're comparing yourself to them. Okay. But today we're just going to take the buzzer, just the mouthpiece. This and you are about 90% of your tone right here, okay? So we're going to leave the saxophone out of it, and we're just going to do this, and we're going to make, now those of you who have actually, taken a gander at this, realize that this thing makes a horrible sound, and the studio dogs might start yapping any minute here when I do this, but you can actually play notes out of your mouthpiece. No, Dave, you're kidding. No, I'm not. They're not beautiful notes, and your housemates, your children, your wife, your pets may all run away from you. So you might want to find a place and time to do this, but this is an amazing exercise that will help you develop control over like I said at the beginning of this, about 90% of it is this in you, okay? I didn't invent any of the exercises that are coming in the next 3 sessions, by the way. I've learned these and picked them up from other teachers along the way. And so I'm going to share them with you. You may not have had the same experiences. So just grab your mouthpiece, strap a reed on there, whatever reed you got. Is this potato chip on me yet? No, there you go. And just blow into it, all right? Awesome. freaking awesome. It's amazing to me, by the way, how this, 7 feet of brass tubing that, sort of ends in a trumpet. It turns that into that beautiful voice that a saxophone makes. Let's do it again. Big breath. Try to make a nice steady tone, and your pinky should be in the air at all times, of course. Absolutely. Good. Now listen, we're going to try to make a couple of notes with this. I only care if you can make 3 different notes, I'm a happy guy, and that'll tell me a lot about you. And as soon as I show you that it's possible, I'll tell you what it tells me about you. Okay, here we go. Did I change my embouchure? No. I sped up or slowed down my airflow. Oh my God, that's it. I'm playing in the sweet spot of the mouthpiece, kind of where the reed and the rails separate here. See that little space there? That's a real good place for you to be. Not too close to the tip, and certainly not. Okay. Kind of amazing that the studio dogs are not howling and biting at my feet at this point. No, they don't bite. They're good guys. But anyway, this is a horrible sound, and I sympathize with my neighbors, so I'm not going to do it too many more times. But eventually, you will get to the place where you can play a scale or even a happy birthday. How many people do you want to play happy birthday to with just your mouth? Let's do it. You know somebody? Here you go. So good. I'm not going to go any higher because that really will hurt the dog's ears. But you can, and I would love for you to work on just getting those 3 notes. And what that's going to tell me about you after you write me and tell me you got them is that your embouchure is loose. It's not tight. If you can't get them, your embouchure is way too tight. You're not on this mouthpiece. And you don't want to do that, okay? Loose embouchure. All you really want here out of your embouchure is an airtight gasket. I think maybe that's what that word translates to in English, right? Airtight mouth gasket. Okay. Tongue position, bottom of your mouth. As if you were going to say either to or e. Your tongue lays flat in either case and forms kind of a ski ramp for the air to shoot into your mouthpiece. Fill yourself up with air. Pack your body full of air. Push with your stomach. Those stomach muscles should be tight. If someone comes by and bangs on them, it should sound like a drum, okay? Eventually, see if you can get a scale. I don't care what scale, just any scale. And by the way, yes, it is harder to do this on an alto sax mouthpiece and a soprano sax mouthpiece. Baritone sax and tenor mouthpieces, bigger. The reeds flex a little bit more, so it's going to be easier for you. It's just the way it goes. But you can do it on the smaller horns. Okay, that's it. It's like the dogs didn't wake up. This is a good day for studio dogs. Anyway. This is the first exercise, okay? Again, work on this when you've got some alone time and recognize that it's not going to be beautiful. You're not going to make the sound of a warbling wren. It's going to be like, there's this horrible sound, but you want to get control over that horrible sound and be able to... And remember, it's air speed. You slow the air down, you speed the air up to go high, slow air goes low. And you can subtly change the direction of the air as you blow into this, this mouthpiece, whatever you got. You're blowing like a candle, like straight into it, like as if there was a candle right there where your face is, and I'm going to blow it out. Notice I change my facial expression when I make high notes. I don't know if that helps or not, but whatever. Anyway, If you got questions, I'd love to hear from you. davegoodsax@gmail.com. davegoodsax@gmail.com. There's 2 more in the series. Again, this is for the advanced intermediate or the advanced player, or even the beginning or intermediate level player who's shopping for better tone. The last part of this, I'm at 10 minutes now. I promise to keep these short. You got to listen. You got to listen to other sax players. Don't tell me, oh, I don't listen to anybody. No, you got to listen. Now, most of us have, the only thing that we have is a collection of records or a collection of downloads or even CDs. I don't have a CD player anymore, but you get the point. That technology is what we got. Unfortunately, a lot of the opportunities to go hear live saxophone have dried up. COVID shuttered a lot of that. But just, the trends in music change. Things just change. And so you don't have the opportunities that I had when I was, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, to hear live saxophone, albeit standing outside of a venue. But still, I got to hear what it sounded like with a saxophone filling up the room. What we have now are a lot of cats that are learning a lot of really hot licks, and they're posting them on Instagram. And that's their gig. That's what they do. They post hot licks on Instagram. I mean, lots of them. And those hot licks sound really good. That's not a substitution for playing with somebody else, playing with a band. Now, I know a lot of you are doing this on your own, and you're totally enjoying playing, just playing the horn and getting where you want to go. But these exercises will help you no matter what you're doing, whether you want to go to the next level and start jamming or start your own band or whatever it is you want to do. These will help you get your sound better. These will help you get your sound better for high school wind ensemble. These will help you whichever direction you want to go with your tone, okay? Once again, write to me when you get a chance, davegoodsax@gmail.com, or hit the comments below. Bang on that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And for the 470 plus of you who have already, thank you so much for being here. All right, check with you again sometime soon. Go practice, work on that tone. It will get better, I promise.